What's good, YouTube? It's Chiefs Priority here with another video. We're going to be getting into my Chiefs 2023 mock draft, man. And the first person we're getting to in this draft is edge rusher Isaiah Foskey. And I just want to say, I think he's a very good player. He could do a lot on the field. Feel me? He gets good tackles. He could stop the run. He brings pressure. And getting him at pick 28, that's a pretty good pick to me. Now, let's get into some more things when it comes to Isaiah Foskey. Yeah, Foskey is a very strong player. He flashes strength at the point of attack with his active violent hand use. That's one thing the Chiefs is going to need. They're going to need a violent edge rusher in this system. And he's very forceful with his upper body, and he uses it to defeat blocks. So, like what I like about Foskey, he also has violent hands. He constantly break away from blockers. He disengages from them. He's very instinctive. He's always reading, reacting, and locating the ball quickly and finishing plays. He's a very good wrap-up tackler. So I would love this dude in our system. Isaiah Foskey had a total of 563 snaps for fighting Irish. He also added 26 tackles, 5 assists, and 26 stops as a pass rusher. He held 33 total pressures, which included 18 QB hurries, 3 QB hits, and a dominating 12 sacks on the season. Now, I don't know if Fighting Irish has good competition, but my boy Rod going to hook me up after I ask him about that. So I still think he NFL ready, regardless if he had good competition or not, because he's just athletic and he has a good build. He's long, very strong, very big. So, yeah. So our next pick we got here is defensive tackle Gervon Dexter. I think he's a big dude, obviously, because he's a defensive tackle, but he brings a lot of abilities. He could run. He could stop the run. Sorry. He's a solid pass rusher. Even though he didn't have a lot of sacks, he could still pressure the quarterback. He could stop the run. Very good quality run stopper. Like I said, he could pressure the quarterback, and him next to Chris Jones could easily open some opportunities for him to improve his game. And with Joe Cullen and Chris Jones, I think he would definitely be improving his game because he has a D-line coach in Joe Cullen, and he has Chris Jones right next to him who will help him improve his game. But yeah, let's just get into some more about Gervon Dexter. Dexter has a lot of agility. He has a lot of balance. He could cover 2 gaps. He also shows some very good closing bursts when he's moving down the line to pursue. So that's a very good quality. I think he could complement Chris Jones, and Chris Jones could complement him. He also explodes off the line very quick. He has a very fast, quick first step. He really has a quick first step. And he's very agile. He could counter the inside with his feet. He just has a good closing burst to finish the plays that he needs to finish. So it's safe to say Javon Dexter is a huge, freaky man, bro. And I'm going to pause on that one, but this is true. He's 6'5", 300 pounds with 24% body fat. He squats 655 pounds, and he benches 425. He has height, length, muscle makeup. He's just strong enough to hold the point, and he's quick enough to give QBs nightmares. He's gonna be scary, man. And him next to Chris Jones that's just destruction. That's destruction. I want this to happen. This must happen. Dexter played in 12 games, and he contributed on 636 snaps. He recorded 33 tackles, 15 assisted tackles, while making 27 stops. As a pass rusher, he produced 24 total pressures, which included 19 QB hits, 3 QB hurries, and 2 sacks on the year. 19 QB hurries, 3 QB hits, and 2 sacks on the year. And that's solid for a defensive tackle. I think Joe Cullen could turn him into even more of a monster with his athleticism. He has it in him. And sorry for not being clear in the last pick. Gervon Dexter was round 2, pick number 60. So now we're going to be getting into round 3, pick number 92, Eli Ricks. So I like Eli Ricks. He's a very big physical corner, and he comes from Alabama, the best college for the past years. And I like Eli Ricks. He's very physical. He's a very good player. Very good corner. He could probably cause some penalties, but that already happens on our team. And I think he'll be a solid option next to Snead and McDuffie. And I think for sure he could be the cornerback 3. He could play that role better than Joshua Williams or Jalen Watson. And he could definitely develop. And if we get him at this pick, that's good value right there. So let's just get into some more about Eli Ricks. And yeah. So he has a very fast black pedal. He has the hands and the coordination to force interceptions. He's very quick, very confident cover corner. He plays bigger than his size, even though he's pretty big. And when he's lined up in press coverage, he could deliver quick, powerful punches, and he could use his natural quickness and his change of direction to get underneath routes. And that's something we definitely need. It's similar to the other corners, so it's all cool that the corners can all be like each other and complement each other's game. Ricks tracked the ball very well. He does a nice job of getting his head around. And he also is effective out of the slot. He could show the instincts to, like, quickly mirror when the receiver has a two-way go. He also has good instincts, and he has very good awareness when he's playing off, and he's showing good route recognition, and he just knows the game, and he knows receivers, And I think he'll be very good in this defense. Spags plays a lot of zone. He's a good zone corner. He could even get This guy could even get interceptions when the ball's not going his way. So I like this dude, and I feel like he has the physicality. He's like Joshua Williams, so I think he'll be 10 times better. He has the physicality to show that he could be good in this defense. So if we could get him here at this pick, I think it's only right we go with this cornerback, Eli Ricks, for our cornerback 3 option. So with the next pick is round 4, pick 118. And with this pick, we're going to be focusing on Christopher Smith out of Georgia. So I wouldn't really know if Christopher Smith is going to fall all the way down to this pick. But if he does, that's good value right there. Because we have Justin Reed, which is a solid safety. He has only let up 20 yards since week 11. But when you look at Juan Thornhill, I mean, he's had like 2 takeaways, but he's been letting up a lot of yardage, and he's let up some touchdowns from not being back there. So I think we have Brian Cook as well. So I think like another young safety like Christopher Smith could just come in and be a depth piece and rotate, And he's from Georgia, another good, very great college. So I think he's NFL ready. He's played a few years there, so I think he's NFL ready. And with Spags, we could definitely find a way to like get him into this system, because this is what Spags do. He always. So Christopher Smith has very good awareness on the field. He can read and react quickly. He also knows how to stay balanced, stay patient when he's in space. His ball skills are very, very good. Smith could track the ball well downfield, and he also has the hands and the coordination similar to Eli Ricks to come away with interceptions even when Smith isn't targeted. We need more players that could make takeaways. We need more players that could force interceptions and takeaways and stuff like that. I'd be very good for this Kansas City Chiefs young defense, so we just need dudes to develop and grow with the others. He has solid speed, solid change of direction, and he just plays all over and flies around the field to make up for his lack of size. So, yeah, and let's just get into some stats that Christopher Smith had when he was in his final season of Georgia. I'm sorry for our sound, y'all. I've been shooting this video's been going on for a minute, and I'm very tired, so... But Smith, he saw action in 13 games while playing 699 snaps. He logged 41 tackles, 10 assisted, and he made 15 stops. In coverage, Smith had 4 pass breakups, 3 interceptions, and surrendered its outstanding QB rating when target of a 50.6. So this dude's a very good defender, and he's another stud that, if he just forced us, he could fit in the system and just develop, and Kansas City will welcome him there. So, yeah, like I said, this is just a mock draft. This isn't real. This is just what I would do. So, yeah, and I'm not the GM, y'all. So, next we're going to be getting into Tuli. I don't know how to say his name. I apologize if you somehow watching this video. But he had 13.5 sacks on the year. I don't know. It got to be something I'm missing. If he somehow falls to that pick, why would we not select him? I mentioned Gervon Dexter in the beginning, but you could rotate these two. You can even sometimes put Tui on the edge sometimes, which is a very good thing with our defensive line coach, Joe Cullen. He's going to get all these people involved, and Spags. They're going to do a good job of getting these people involved. Or you got young talent, George Karlaftis, Javon Dexter, Tui, and Chris Jones, the veteran. I mean, how could you lose, bro? So I think that'd be very good, 13.5 sacks. And, yeah, he had more stats, and that's what we about to get into right now. And Tui could also win from going speed to power with the leg drive to push blockers back. He shows a natural feel for setting up blockers and getting them off balance. His hands are also very active and violent, and Tui quickly disengages with blockers, and he counters them when his initial move stalls. So this is what I like about him, and I think he's a very good tackle/edge rusher. But the thing about Tui, he can't really bend the edge like that good, so he has to win through gaps. So I think he could also be a solid rotational piece with Gervon Dexter. So, yeah, this is my belief that they could rotate and then they'll be good for each other. And then Chris Jones is going to be the DT1 because Chris Jones is not going to be able to play every game as he's getting older. Even though he's in his prime, he's still getting older. And we don't want him to play every game and risk getting injured. So if you got a bunch of studs on the D-line like the Eagles, you can keep them nice and fresh. And Tui played in 13 games. He contributed on 688 snaps. He recorded 24 tackles, 10 assisted, while making 28 stops. As a pass rusher, he produced 51 total pressures, which included 33 QB hurries, 6 hits, and a dominating 12 sacks on the year, even though I thought it was 13.5, but maybe I'm bugging, but I know it's somewhere around there. But yeah, man, let's just get into the next pick as we wrap this video up. I'm so tired, bro. I'm putting so much effort into these vids. So the next pick we have is Zion Tupuola-Fetui. I don't know, Tupuola-Fetui. These names is interesting. I apologize once again. But he's a linebacker. He could play the edge sometimes. I think we could put a solid linebacker next to Willie Gay, Bolton, next to Willie Gay and Bolton, because I think we running like 3 linebackers. I see that look sometimes, and I think he'll be solid with this pick. What is this, the 5th round? I think he'll be pretty solid with that pick. You know, we have no choice to pick a good linebacker right there. We could pick somebody else. I'm not missing. Like I said, I'm not a GM, y'all. I'm just giving my mock draft. This isn't real. This is just a mock draft, so relax in the comments. But I think we could pick him there. That'll be a very good pick if he's still there. He's not bad at all. He's racked up some sacks. He's racked up some tackles. He could improve a little bit in coverage. So I think he'll be like more of like what Leo Chanel is. So just 2 Leo Chanels probably. There's not wrong with having depth. For me, a draft is about having depth and just keeping your pieces fresh, and that's exactly why we're making a big push this year. Played a number of 358 snaps for the Huskies. He also added 17 tackles, only 2 assisted, and 15 stops while in coverage. But when he was in coverage, Tupuola made no bad breakups, no interceptions, and an unimpressive QB rating when target of 118. That's a lot. But as a pass rusher, he held 31 total pressures, which included 23 QB hurries and 3 QB hits. So this is just more depth, and this is just a good rotational piece, like I said, that could also get to the quarterback when he's put in the game, and we could even probably improve his coverage skills. Who knows? So I think Kansas City would definitely take him if he's available at that moment. And the next pick we got is round 6, and that's going to be Galvin. I like this pick because he's actually not let up too much like sacks, too much QB hurries, and this is a very late pick. I mean, we're kind of struggling at tackle right now, and the tackle depth this year, the draft is kind of weird. So I don't know. We probably could find a good tackle, but we most likely have to trade up. This is strictly a mock draft, so I just waited to the later rounds to find a tackle. Maybe we could get a stud. You know, Niang was looking like a stud until he got hurt, and we didn't find him too early in the draft. I mean, we got Trey Smith very late, and he's a very good right guard, above average. So I think we might be able to repeat that again in this draft with Galvin. So, I mean, he could do perfectly fine with our offense, I feel like. And we're going to be getting into a little bit more stats with him and, like, how he is. So, yeah. The next pick we have is round 6, pick 188. I'm apologizing for my microphone. I know it's making a kind of buzzing noise every time I talk, but I'm just working with my phone right now. I'm about to get new equipment. And yeah, Ronnie Bell from Michigan, and he's from Kansas City, Missouri. So I was just thinking we don't really need receivers right now, but it's round 6, so thinking we might as well just pick him if he's still there. He's from Kansas City, so I'm pretty sure it's just an idea. You know, like I said, this is not real. This doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Just tell me what you think in the comments, and we'll go for that. But you don't gotta hate me. If you enjoyed this video, y'all, like and subscribe for more cheese content. I'm barely gonna be having these face videos, but when I do, you know, it's a one in a lifetime thing, man. Well, not one in a lifetime, it's a once in a while thing. So yeah, I stayed up all night grinding to make this video for y'all. So please smash the like button, subscribe, and share. It's been your boy Cheese Priority, AJ from Cheese Priority. I'm out, man. Peace. Smash that like button. Love y'all all. Cheese Kingdom. We up.